What's up, everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from kicksoncourt.com. Today we have the 17th part of the Air Jordan project. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so we have a traditional traction pattern along with storytelling traction pattern. These are actually golf course little pods here, and it obviously features herringbone. So having that kind of personal touch in with a more traditional pattern like this, I thought was awesome visually. As far as performance goes, it works wonderfully. It's similar to a pressure mapping system where you have your big toe, your ball of the foot, and all that kind of areas covered with the traction. So no matter where those areas are striking on the floor, you're covered no matter what. As far as cushion is concerned, you have a very interesting setup. In the heel, you have a blow molded air unit, and that's caged within this really hard TPU panel here. This is extremely supportive. It actually restricts the feeling from that air unit, so you can't actually feel it. The heel is definitely noticeably harder than the forefoot, which is actually a interesting setup because it's a slight double lass midsole. So there's an internal Phylon midsole in here, and then you have a 4-foot zoom unit, which is awesome. The zoom in this particular model I could really feel in comparison to the last pair, which was the 16s, which I couldn't feel whatsoever. So this is a very comfortable shoe, especially up front, and then a very supportive shoe in the back with some additional cushion as well. Materials on the 17s have always been premium. The Countdown pack is a little bit less premium, but it's still very nice, especially compared to some of the retro stuff that we receive nowadays. Basically, you have this nice nubuck. It almost looks like suede, but that's pretty much all over the shoe. Breaks in really nicely, as you can see from all the creases here, so you're not really going through any pain while you're wearing them for the first couple wears. The midfoot panels are this almost carbon fiber looking woven material. This is the same exact stuff that was featured on the LeBron 9's support wing. So if you're wondering what kind of material it is, it's that same exact stuff. It's just kind of fibers and woven together, so you have extreme support right here in the midfoot. The back area features the same exact materials as the forefoot. It's not exactly durable, but again, it breaks in really nicely, and it's got a premium feel, which is something that I really love personally. And then my most favorite part about all the material is actually this collar. It's a neoprene collar, which is just incredible. I just don't know how to explain it, but when you lace these things all the way up and it kind of cups your ankle like that, it's just like a pillow wrapped around your leg or your ankle, and I just think it feels really nice. As far as their fit is concerned, go true to size. Wide footers, you might be okay. However, they fit like fairly snug on this section here for me, and I don't have a wide foot, so that might be an indication that certain people might want to go up half a size. But other than that, I thought that the fit was great. Like I was saying earlier in the material section, this midfoot area is just extremely supportive and locked in. If you needed additional lockdown, these little tabs here are actually for this shroud that it comes with, which I personally don't use. It's like almost impossible for me to put it on while this is on my feet. But you can take off these laces and put them in this area. It'll give you a closer fit. So if you needed extra, support or anything like that, if you have a really narrow foot or a skinny foot, go with these guys here as your lacing system, and you'll be perfectly fine. And then your heel is perfectly locked in. Again, once you lace everything up, it's like a pillow wrapping around your foot. Not only is it comfortable, but it's actually secure. So I really enjoyed the fit, and the lockdown of this shoe. It was actually a really nice surprise. Ventilation, like most Air Jordans, are lacking. Basically, it's just restricted to this tongue area. It's for heat to escape, not real airflow or ventilation. So if you have sweaty feet or you don't like blisters and things like that, then this might not be a good option for you. However, me personally, it didn't affect me too much, so I personally thought it was fine. This is one of the most supportive Air Jordans. This was released originally back when MJ played for the Wizards, and his knees basically were starting to fail him. They were failing him a while back during the whole 11 era. That's why carbon fiber was originally in place in the shoe. A little bit more support and relieves stress on the knees and joints a little bit. This shoe, however, is extremely supportive. It's almost too much for someone like myself. Like I was saying in that cushion section, this whole area is caged with a almost like TPU type of material. So all of this is fairly hard, and it's great for people with like plantar fasciitis, which is what he was suffering during that season, suffering through, I should say, and it just gives you extra support. So this whole area is just extremely supportive and sturdy, almost like playing in a boot. Then along with that TPU cage that they have wrapped around everything, inside you actually have carbon fiber, and it's full length. Hopefully you can see the checkerboard, but then also you can see it through the rubber grommets right there, the little holes, and then also up at the forefoot area. So you have that carbon fiber spring plate that's going from heel to forefoot, giving you extreme support and it also gives a little bit of spring back. Again, that's something, like I say always, that I don't personally notice when I'm flexing, but it is there. And then the rest of it's coming from the wider base. Again, this is another Air Jordan with a squared off toe, so you're not having those toe jam issues. And then you have the outrigger here as well, providing you with just a little bit more stability along that support line. Alright guys, that pretty much takes care of everything for the Air Jordan 17 performance review. Definitely one of my more favorite of the later models, and I really wish that they would get the retro treatment. This is from the Countdown pack from 2008. Other than that, they haven't been seen since their original release. Traction, cushion, materials, everything is on point. The fit is great. Support is just abundant, so if you're looking for that, this is definitely that shoe for you. Other than that, if you need any more information, you can always go to my site, kicksoncourt.com, and let's just kind of cross our fingers that they get the retro treatment eventually. So until next time, guys, have a good one.